Welcome, you're watching Times Now with me, Priya Behel. The story that we are going to focus on over the course of next few minutes is of Shraddha's brutal murder. Now, massive political ripples have been generated after Times Now's news break on the investigation in that case. Your channel exposed how Shraddha sent an SOS to the Vasai police a year and a half ago before she was brutally murdered. But the police did absolutely nothing. In her letter, she says that Aaftab threatened to cut her into pieces and throw her away. She also says that she is being battered, bruised and blackmailed, and this has been going on for 6 months. This letter was written on the 23rd of November 2020, exactly 2 years ago from this date. And the stamp at the bottom of the letter shows that it was duly received by the police. The letter also categorically states that if something happens to her, then Aaftab is responsible for it. Then why is it that the police didn't even care to lift a finger to secure her? If the police then under Uddhav's Aghadi government had acted, maybe Shraddha could have been saved. The opposition is now asking, what did the police do, and was Aaftab's identity the reason behind the inaction? However, before we go to the political blame game, first let's tell you how Shraddha herself had sounded an alarm in the letter that she had written to the police. Now, on the 23rd of November, this is what the letter says that she had written. I, Ms. Shraddha Walkar, age 25, would like to report Aaftab Amin Poonawala, who's 26-year-old, who currently lives at B302 Regal Apartment, Vijay Vihar Complex near ARC Bhavan, has been abusing me and beating me up. Today, he tried to kill me by suffocating me, and he scares and blackmails me that he will kill me and cut me up in pieces and throw me away. Since last 6 months, he has been hitting me, but I did not have the guts to go to the police because he threatened to kill me. His parents are aware that he beats me and that he tried to kill me as well. They also know about us living together in the past, and they visit us on the weekends. I lived with him till date, as we were supposed to get married anytime soon and had the blessings of his family. Henceforth, I am not willing to live with him, so any kind of physical damage should be considered coming from him, as he has been blackmailing me to kill me or hurt me whenever he sees me anywhere. That is what Shraddha Walkar has said in the letter that she had written to the Vasai police. Times Now has spoken to Mumbai DCP, who claims that necessary standard operating procedures were followed, and Shraddha herself had said no further action was needed, which is why the police did nothing.
देखिए, उस मामले में जो भी जरूरी कार्रवाई करनी थी, उस मामले में जो भी जरूरी कार्रवाई करनी थी, वो कार्रवाई पुलिस की तरफ से की गई है। जो अर्जी दी गई थी, अर्जी के ऊपर में जांच हुई है। जांच के बाद में खुद जो कंप्लेनेंट ने लिखित बयान दिया है कि उसकी अब कोई कंप्लेंट या तकरार रही नहीं है, और जो उसका जो ये था फ्रेंड था, उसके फ्रेंड के माँ बाप ने आके उनको मतलब समझाया था दोनों को भी, और अभी उसकी कोई तकरार नहीं है, ऐसा करके उसने रिटर्न स्टेटमेंट दिया था, जिसके चलते वो मतलब वहीं पे वो क्लोज हो गया।
Now, after that letter was broken by Times Now, it is now resonating in political circles, with none other than the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra reacting to it and assuring that they will probe why no action was taken by the police despite that letter was filed. Because remember, this has happened when Aghadi government was in power.
देखिए, वो पत्र मेरे पास भी आया है, मैंने उसको देखा है। बहुत सीरियस पत्र है, उसके ऊपर क्यों कार्रवाई नहीं हुई, इसकी जांच हमको करनी पड़ेगी। मैं किसी पर दोषारोपण नहीं करना चाहता, लेकिन इस प्रकार के पत्रों पर कार्रवाई अगर नहीं हुई तो ऐसी घटनाएं होती है, इसलिए जरूर उसकी जांच की जाएगी।
क्या आपको लग रहा है जान बच सकती थी यदि कार्रवाई कर ली तो?
जी बिल्कुल, ऐसा है, कार्रवाई होती तो शायद जान बच भी जाती।
My colleague Ankit joins us for more on this. Ankit, what can you tell us about the police's role in this matter?
if you see the letter which has been written to the Tulsi police station, I am currently standing in near Tulsi police station. The date of the letter was 19th November 2020, and the date which has Shraddha took back the complaint on completely on the it is on 19th December, but the letter which has been sent on 23rd October. So 23rd October to 19th December, there are completely 26 days. In the 26 days, police can do many things in this case for the Shraddha as well. In the as we all know, it is in the written letter of the Shraddha which mentioned that Aaftab family have made them understand in their relationship as well. And in the letter which the Shraddha took back the complaint, and in that complaint also, which is completely wrote in the Marathi, which I would like to translate that because of the Aaftab family who was made them understood in their relationship, she is taking back the complaint on 19th on the complaint which is on 23rd of December. So if you see the 26 days, in the 26 days, if you have mentioned, if you see the why the Tulsi police station has not asked Aaftab to come once and ask the question why he was threatening to Shraddha. Apart from that, in the letter she also mentioned that he was threatening to kill her and throw the body parts to somewhere else. So why the Tulsi police station didn't ask in 26 days?
Right.
That we have to look into. The police.
So was it the Maharashtra police that in some way allowed this gruesome murder to happen a year and a half later? Here is what some of the questions that this letter then raises, the questions that Aghadi Sarkar must answer. For more on this, it's over to you, Pratibha.
That's right. Some key questions that have been asked of the Aghadi Sarkar, because remember in the letter, Shraddha has spoken about threat to life. She says if something happens to me, then you know who is responsible, telling the police officials in as many words that she was receiving these death threats from Aaftab. So did the Maharashtra police act after this SOS that was written by Shraddha? She has said clearly that this man tried to kill me today. Did they file an FIR as is the procedure in such cases? She had given her complaint, no FIR filed. Did they file an FIR based on the letter that she had given in which she details out what exactly happened this? And did they book or arrest Aaftab for attempt to murder? Now the charges in the letter are extremely grievous. After that, did the police officials act or not? Remember, we spoke to the DCP earlier who said that she withdrew her complaint and that's why no action was taken. But with such a serious charge, why is it that the police officials didn't take action? Not just that, the father had also given a missing complaint. It seemed like the police officials still dragged their feet over the case, did not take any action, did not try to find out or link this to the letter that she herself had written about 1.5 years ago. So the Delhi police also being alerted 28 days later. This 28 days may have helped Aaftab to cover his tracks. So this delay in 28 days also being questioned. This of course allowing Aaftab to destroy the crucial evidence as he was throwing body parts of Shraddha in different parts across. These are the serious questions that are facing the Maha Akash Vighadi, as the BJP says that it is because of the name Aaftab Poonawalla, because of vote bank politics, that the police officials were pressured not to act.
Thank you, Pratibha, for joining us with those inputs. We are getting more developments on that story. The Forensic Science Laboratory team is now ready to carry out Aaftab's polygraph test. They have been waiting for the Delhi Police's team. A team comprising of experts have made the arrangements for the polygraph test. There will only be an expert who will be conducting the polygraph on the list of queries sought by the investigating officer. Then team can add sub-questions based on change in the parameters of the polygraph machine. Now, Priyank joins us from the office where this test is going to be conducted. Priyank, what more details can you get us on the process from here on?
See, now what we are getting to know from the expert that Aaftab, once he comes, although the team is already prepared with the list of the questionnaire which has been given by the investigating officer and the pre-test has already been conducted, will be taken to a separate room where he'll be told to sit on a recliner chair, just similar to what we see at a dentist, clinic. And there will be multiple, chips which will be put in on the arms so that the machine, polygraph machine can actually work. If at all needed, Priya, then certainly the list of questions can increase in the due course of, questioning, but there will will be only one expert who will be doing the polygraph test. It's already, half of the day which has been passed, and which we are expecting that as soon as Aaftab comes, the polygraph test will be conducted at this FSL lab.
Right, Priyank, you've also got us a list of questions that are going to be asked. Now, there is also a lot of curiosity around how are these questions framed, because in a lie detector test, police obviously would be looking to test whether this man is answering obvious questions or not. And will these questions also form the basis of the narco test that is going to follow?
It will be different, because the initial sort of polygraph test will be conducted on the basis of the identity of the person, from where he is exactly. And there have been several, pointers which have been made by Delhi police, where they feel that he has been lying, like the weapon of the offense, where he threw the body parts of Shraddha, as well as whether there was a well-thought, well-planned murder which he had done or not. So on these pointers, the cops want some sort of clue based on which he will be asked questions. So he will be totally incensed. It's not like he'll be given some kind of sedative or not. In the narco test, it will be, he'll be given anesthesia in presence of the doctors, and that will be conducted in the ICU. But today's test will be totally based on the forensic expert asking question, and they'll be looking at the parameters, the fluctuation in the machine, which will clear the doubt that whether he's lying or not.
Okay, thank you, Priyank, for joining us with those details. But as we told you earlier, Shraddha had been sending out warnings one after the other, whether it was to her friends or to the police, in fact, as well in Vasai. The repeated warnings of the fact that the relationship that she was in had become toxic and abusive. Times Now has also accessed another chat that Shraddha had with her manager, where she says that she has been hospitalized. Shraddha Walkar in this chat says, "I am getting admitted. I will send you the relevant documents soon." And she mentions that she is in the hospital, to which Karan, her former manager, who is also now in the ambit of investigation, says that, "I hope there is someone there to take care of you. Be safe. Let me know if you need help." This is from the 3rd of December 2020. Now, if you put things in chronology, the letter that we just played out for you is from the 23rd of November. This is just a week, 8 days roughly after that, when she has been hospitalized. So definitely bears out the truth of what she had been complaining to the cops about. But it wasn't just years of abuse and battery, but also a cover-up of murder that implicates Aaftab and shows the depth of his depravity. Shraddha was murdered on 18th May, but on 15th of September, Aaftab messaged her friend asking Shraddha to call him back. Now, Aaftab's chat with a friend on the 15th of September goes like this: "Bro, need to talk to you. Tell Shraddha to call me." This is happening when he was very well aware of the fact that Shraddha doesn't exist in this world anymore, that he himself has murdered her. This is how he was keeping up appearances. And now this is the testimonial evidence. There is circumstantial evidence, there is concrete evidence, there is also digital evidence like this that might help the police piece together this investigation. Cybercrime experts are now opining that electronic evidence is also important to this case, because Aaftab not only murdered Shraddha but also looked for ways to destroy these evidences from the internet.
आफ्ताब ने न केवल इंटरनेट का पहले जबरदस्त शोध किया ये ढूंढने के लिए कि किस तरीके से मर्डर करना है, लेकिन मर्डर करने के बाद वो लगातार इंटरनेट पर जाता रहा ये ढूंढने के लिए कि सुरागों को कैसे मिटाया जा सकता। फिजिकली मर्डर तो हुआ है, लेकिन अल्टीमेटली ये तमाम सारी प्लानिंग हुई, जो आपको इनपुट्स मिले वो इंटरनेट के थ्रू मिले, और इसलिए इलेक्ट्रॉनिक एविडेंस बहुत महत्वपूर्ण हो जाएगा। क्यों? क्योंकि इसी आफ्ताब ने उसको मर्डर करने के बाद, श्रद्धा के बाद भी लगातार उसके सोशल मीडिया हैंडल्स को जारी रखा, फेक इलेक्ट्रॉनिक रिकॉर्ड्स बनाए, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फोर्जरी करी, और उसके बाद से एक मैसेज न केवल उसके परिवारजन को, पूरी दुनिया भर को दिया कि श्रद्धा जिंदा है, सब ठीक ठाक है।
Very significantly, that letter also mentions that Aaftab's family knew about what was happening to her, and today, for the first time, police have told us on record that they have joined the investigation. What really are the answers that the police have sought from them? We'll get you the details as soon as our reporters can update us.